Hello everyone, and welcome to my interview video that has been much requested by PTLS families. As you can see, I'm wearing my Christianville Spirit shirt, so let's get started. As a disclaimer, I should mention that not all PTLS families have, or not all PTLS members have these particular issues. It just depends on the child. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first question, and if I'm looking down a lot, okay. Leonie Clemens says, "What foods do you like to eat?" I like to eat a lot of pasta. I used to eat pretty much the same foods. I used to eat mac and cheese, pasta, yogurt, and still do. But I've eaten more different kinds of food, and whenever
sorry for the dogs barking.
Yeah, sorry for this. No thing around here. Anyway, my mom has, whenever she introduces a new food to me, she puts honey on it, and because I love honey, and anyway, some of the things that I do not eat, I do not eat French fries or, well, okay, I'll eat French fries, but only if they have cheese on them. And I do not eat fried foods, or sometimes I don't like the look of the food because it looks a certain way or tastes a certain way. So, moving on here. Do I have any, Mary Soyson asks, do you have any long-term goals in my life? Of course, I want to live with a roommate or nearby my parents, or, it would be ideal if I had like a grandmother house, if you will. Where they have the main house, and then they have another, like a little small house. I'm of course a big romantic, so I want to spend my life with someone, with my soulmate. I want to live near family. I want a good job, like NAVTech or the Weather Channel, or something like that. Or Google Street View. I want to travel the world, and I know this last one's gonna sound a little crazy. I want to live in or spend the night in a log cabin. So, some of these questions are going to get a little deeper as we go. How old were you when you found out that you had PTLS? And, how did it make you feel? From my number one fan, Lynette. I found out at age 5, and, and it really didn't bother me much, because it was part of me. It really didn't matter at all. Well, okay, let's put it this way. I did not understand, in my little 5-year-old mind, I did not understand it. So, but it doesn't matter to me, because it makes me me. Gives me my uniqueness.
So how do you feel about it now, Christian?
It's still me.
It's still you.
I mean, there there are some things that I don't like about it. I mean, I can say that. But like, you know, being anxious or certain texture issues and trying new things and that kind of stuff. Okay, so next one. At what age could you understand? At what age could you understand and carry on a conversation with others? From Violet Flores. Well, Violet Flores. From a young age, I could understand. I could understand what was being said, but the way I talked, it found it very, very blurry. So, anyway, after at about high school years, maybe, my voice became clear enough to where people could understand everything that I was saying. So
that happened when you were somewhere around 10 to 11 years of age.
Yes, that happened when I was 10 to 11 years of age. Speaking of that, the voice in the background, this is my guest of honor, my mom. So I'm gonna introduce you to her. Well, most of you probably already know her.
Hi! You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Okay, so, I guess I'll just, ask a question. What kind of environment can we create as parents to assist development to make the PTLS child happy? And what things to avoid that causes anxiety, stress, or hinders development? That question comes from Melissa Martin.
So answer the first one.
I don't know.
What kind of environment did you enjoy?
I enjoyed a quiet environment, where there wasn't a lot of stimulation.
Did loud noises and bright lights tend to bother you?
Yeah, I for the longest time I had hypersensitive hearing, and I still do, sort of, but even loud noises such as, ocean water was really really loud to me. So, I do not do well with very loud and overstimulating environments. Okay, so what kind of things to avoid that causes anxiety, stress, or hinder development?
What causes you anxiety or stress?
Certain substances, like, silly putty and those
gooey substances.
Gooey substances. Yeah.
Not so good. The fear of the unknown?
Yeah, the fear of the unknown. I have to know when things are going to happen.
So situations he's not familiar with, something new, something that, an activity that he's not sure how he's going to do it or what's going to happen during that activity, it brings about a lot of anxiety. Anxiety happens whenever there was a girl involved. So
yes.
Valentine's Day is a great day for him, but when it comes to giving a card to someone that he really cares about, then it takes days of working up to get to that point to be able to give the gift out or the card out to that person.
Yeah. I think I really lost it when I was trying to give one of my girlfriends a Valentine's Day card.
So it's just the situations that you're not sure about, and then once he gets into the situation or the event occurs, then he's okay and he goes with the flow. And actually, in some situations, it's more of an OCD activity. So something like getting on the slide for the first time when he was younger. Putting him on the slide, he would cry and kick and scream. He didn't want to get on it. He was very upset. But when I put him on the slide in my lap and went down with him crying, then that was it. He didn't want to get off the slide, and it was really hard to get him to stop. He would go around and around down the slide over and over and over again. Then it turned into he was crying because I took him off the slide to take him home. So situations like that is where you tend to be more anxious.
Yeah.
And but you're able to handle it now. You're able to, now that he's able to talk about it and express his feelings, it helps a lot. But that didn't come until his late teens, when he was able to express his feelings. He could talk, he just didn't know how to express his feelings, what words to choose to say what he was feeling inside, or realizing that what he was feeling wasn't something that other people were feeling. So that was a good question, Melissa.
No,
and those are the questions.
Those are questions. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope it helped educate you.
Answering these questions?
Yes, answering these questions, getting to hear my voice, getting to see me, and all that is up.
We want to thank you for reading the Christianville Spirit, because it really has blossomed into something larger than we ever thought it would years ago. The Christianville Spirit actually came out when Christian was getting ready to finish high school, and through his school years, it took actually a teacher in the first grade that suggested that he dictate his events from the weekend, and she could understand what he was trying to say, so she would write them down. Then the second grade teacher continued, and it went on through school, where the teachers were finding if they allowed him to dictate what happened during the weekend or a little story he wanted to tell, he actually had some really good stories. And interestingly enough, it was all true of what he had done the weekend before, but it came out as a really nice story. So I encouraged him to write his feelings and write the events that were happening in his life down on paper, and thus the Christianville Spirit came about. So now you've got thousands of people that are reading the Christianville Spirit.
Thousands of people here in the United States and around
the world. Yeah. So we're considering putting it into a book form. We have made a couple of them into books and handed them out as gifts, but that's the next step, as several of you wonderful parents have suggested that we do. Put it into a book form and publish it. But Christian enjoys the input. All right, the suggestions for the topics, so please keep them coming.
Very helpful.
And it's amazing that so many years that he's been writing, that it is a different topic each week, but he sticks to it. Every Wednesday he writes his newsletter. So again, as Christian's mother, I appreciate you taking time to read his newsletter. And yes, he does understand grammar. He won't let me edit it to change any of the capital letters, because he enjoys those things. But that's the way Christian writes, so you just keep on going.
Yeah.
So,
right,
any other questions? Keep them coming.
If you have any more questions, please ask, and I'll be happy to do another video for you.
We love you all.
We love you all. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.
All right.